kick an Angel's ass. Okay.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Montana. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They're certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Montana to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Sanders looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Going for it with Sanders. And this time he is in. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number? Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. And Montana's going to shift things up a bit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Now Montana. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Montana to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They will look to throw. Montana. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the now 40-year-old this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Montana firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3rd and 12. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They go play action with Montana. Rolling to his right.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Montana going for it on 4th.
That is caught.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Montana, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Joe Montana here going to the air on 1st down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And quickly they get to the line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 2nd down, Montana. Looking deep for Jennings. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Raiders.
Juwan Jennings.
62 yards.
And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0.
Raiders 17, Packers nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Play fake. Now here's Montana. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 77 yards.
And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And it's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Joe Montana on 2nd down. Looking deep for Jennings. That's caught inside the try.
Caught it again, bro.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
He'll get this one just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. No! The turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. That sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles.
Oh my God, my guy.
It feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Jennings. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Chad Bailey. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 1st and 10 for Montana and company. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Play action. It's Montana. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Gotta tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And it's glitched.
They'll set up to throw. And the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So getting the first down, first and goal after a pickup of 4. The decision to go for it pays off. Here's Montana to throw. It's a Packers touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here in this drive does very little at this stage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Montana. He's got his man sharp, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get it down here to the 43. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Now Montana. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
After he was anticipating it,
and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Montana. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dalton Kincaid, 43 yards. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. And this will be incomplete. So they went for the 2 and not grabbing it. What the fuck? Tie the game. Now pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That is intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
Yeah, I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And
My God, he wouldn't let me control him.
Plans, it is intercepted. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will look to throw. Montana.
Why is my guy? I picked a little same play, and my guy's not there.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. McCaffrey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey.
What is my guy doing? Why did they
touchdown? And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey, what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining.
On a return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
I don't even know why.
Here's 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
On 1st down, Montana. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Montana will throw for it.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this one is right through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. They can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
My guy just literally being to the right. I was holding one direction.
Comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, they took a minutes until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Play action. Now Jackson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. First carry now for Gus Edwards.
He'll take this to the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Complete to Likely.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Edwards will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. First and 10
at the 20. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Second and 9. Throwing here, Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Now Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
A big third down play there for the Niners. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Purdy. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Jackson now.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now third down and 6 to go.
Jackson.
Throw left side complete. That's Edwards.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Play action. It's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. Down the sideline he goes.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes...
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe... possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Try a little bit. Touchdown!
George Kittle, 25 yards for a touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 82 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Purdy now to throw. Open man is Jerome Jennings.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On first down, it's Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their era. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And
there he goes, right side. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Final play of the half. Purdy looking deep for Jennings. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 43 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time.
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come free.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
McCaffrey on the toss right. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Here's Purdy.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Purdy.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use it because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Purdy will throw for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
They run once more with Edwards. And he'll rumble for about 5 and close to the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, it's Edwards.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get...
It's caught inside the 25. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman,
56 yards.
And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A big play here. 3rd and 2. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
On the move to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw is Jackson.
Complete to Likely on the out route.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They go play action now. Jackson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Steps away.
Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Purdy to throw.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. A big play looming on 3rd down. Here's Purdy to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Throwing, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Niners 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Purdy with one final shot here.
Being chased out left.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.